When you hear the word Taurus, what do you see? I'm willing to bet it's a bull, a magnificent, powerful creature, horns lowered, feet planted firmly on the ground. A symbol of unwavering strength, unmatched determination, and let's be honest, legendary stubbornness. A force of nature that you simply do not cross. And you wouldn't be wrong. This is the image the bull has projected for millennia. The rock, the anchor, the unshakable presence in a chaotic world. But what if I told you that this image, this stereotype of raw power, is only the cover of the book? What if I told you that it's a beautifully crafted defense mechanism, designed to protect one of the Zodiac's most profound and misunderstood secrets? A secret code to not just enduring life, but to living it beautifully. We're not just going to talk about the Taurus you think you know. We're going to uncover the Taurus that lies beneath the surface. We are going to explore the surprise and decoding those secrets, translating the ancient language of the stars into a modern map for self-understanding is exactly what I do. My name is Anya Sage, and as a psychological astrologer, I'm here to guide you through the true, beating heart of the Zodiac. So, what is this hidden dimension of Taurus? What is the secret that elevates them from merely persistent to profoundly powerful? It isn't a single trait. It's a synthesis. It's the unique, almost paradoxical blend of unshakable foundational power and a deep, sensory, almost spiritual devotion to pleasure and comfort. They are the immovable object and the connoisseur of joy, all in one. To truly understand them, we have to break down both sides of this incredible equation, starting with the part everyone recognizes, but few truly comprehend: the Unshakable Foundation. Before you can appreciate the art, you must first understand the stone from which it's carved. The foundation of the Taurean psyche is built on a bedrock of traits that are so integrated. They are less like characteristics and more like an elemental state of being. The first and most important is stability. We often use this word casually. A stable job, a stable relationship. For Taurus, stability is not a condition. It is a core principle of physics. Imagine a vast ancient oak tree standing alone in a meadow. It has seen 1,000 seasons. It has been battered by winds, scorched by sun, frozen by ice, and drenched by rain. Other, more fragile things have been swept away, but the tree remains. Why? Because its roots run deep, deeper than you can see. They are not just in the earth, they are interwoven with it. They hold on to the very fabric of the planet. This is the stability of a Taurus. It is not a rigid, brittle thing that can be snapped. It is a living, breathing rootedness. When chaos erupts around them, when others are panicking and running in circles, the Taurus doesn't get swept up in the storm. Their heart rate barely quickens. They become a point of stillness, a physical and emotional center of gravity that allows others to find their footing. They are the anchor in the storm, yes, but more than that, they are the harbor itself. They don't just stop you from drifting. They provide the safe waters to wait out the gale. This profound stability is what gives birth to their most legendary quality: loyalty. For a Taurus, loyalty is not a feeling, an option, or a promise. It's a lifestyle. It's a law of their personal universe. When a Taurus lets you into their inner circle, they are making a tectonic level commitment. They are investing in you. You become part of their ecosystem, something to be protected, nurtured, and defended. Let me paint you a picture. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Your world has just imploded. A breakup, a job loss, a moment of crisis so total you feel like you're dissolving. You're scrolling through your contacts, your thumb hovering over names, wondering who you can possibly burden with this. Who will even answer? Then you see their name, the Taurus in your life. You hesitate for a second, but you make the call. The phone doesn't even ring twice. The voice on the other end is thick with sleep, but it's calm. It's solid. And the first words they say are not, "What's wrong?" or "Do you know what time it is?" The first words are, "Where are you?" And the follow-up is, "Stay put, I'm on my way." No questions asked, no judgment, no calculation of inconvenience. There is a problem. You are their person. Therefore, they will be there. That is the simple, unbreakable equation of Taurean loyalty. They are the friend who will help you move a couch on the hottest day of the year. The partner who will sit with you in a hospital waiting room for 12 hours without a single complaint. The family member who remembers your triumphs and your struggles with equal clarity. Their love and commitment are not written in fleeting text messages. They are carved in stone. Now, how do they sustain this level of stability and loyalty? This is where their next 2 foundational traits come in: patience and determination. Let's start with patience, because it's so often mistaken for passivity. That is a grave misunderstanding. The patience of a Taurus is not the patience of waiting in line. It's the patience of a master gardener. A gardener knows you cannot force a seed to sprout. You cannot yell at a flower to bloom. There is a natural, divine timing to growth. You prepare the soil, you plant the seed, you provide water and sunlight, and then you trust the process. You have a deep, cellular faith that life will unfold as it should in its own time. This is how a Taurus approaches anything of value: a career, a relationship, a skill. While others are frantically chasing quick fixes, hacking the system, and burning out from a lack of immediate results, the Taurus is quietly tending their garden. They have an internal clock that is not synced to the frantic, neurotic pulse of the modern world, but to the slow, deliberate turning of the seasons. They understand that true strength, true beauty, true love, these things are not built in a day, they are cultivated. This powerful patience is the fuel for their unstoppable determination. The bull is the symbol of determination, but again, the stereotype is wrong. It's not about charging forward recklessly. Taurean determination is a form of relentless, gravitational pressure. It's not an explosion. It's a glacier. It may move slowly, imperceptibly even, but it will grind mountains into dust. Imagine someone learning a difficult, forgotten craft, perhaps fine woodworking or classical bookbinding. In the beginning, they are clumsy. The wood splits. The stitches are uneven. A more impetuous sign might get frustrated and quit, seeking a faster, easier hobby. But the Taurus shows up at the workbench the next day, and the next, and the day after that. They aren't just going through the motions. They are studying the grain of the wood. They are feeling the tension of the thread. They are absorbed in the process. not the outcome. They will spend a week perfecting a single dovetail joint, not because they are obsessive, but because they are committed to mastery. They are not in a rush. They are on a mission. And when a Taurus sets their sights on a goal, be it a promotion, a personal project, or building a life with someone, there is no force on earth more reliable. They will simply keep going, calmly, methodically, and with a quiet force that outlasts every obstacle. This is the foundation, the rock, the stable, loyal, patient, and determined core of the Taurean soul. If you're a Taurus, which of these rock-solid traits do you claim the most? Is it that unshakable stability or that ride-or-die loyalty? Or if you know and love a Taurus, what's your story of their legendary determination or patience? Share it in the comments below. I'll be reading and I truly want to know. Okay, so we have established the fortress, a magnificent structure built of the strongest materials, dependable, secure, and built to last for eternity. But let's be brutally honest for a moment. A fortress can be a cold place. A fortress can be empty. Strength alone does not equal warmth. Stability alone does not equal happiness. And this is where we get to the great secret of Taurus. This is the pivot point that elevates them from merely strong to truly exceptional. What makes Taurus one of the best signs in the zodiac is it's what they build inside the fortress walls. They don't just build a fortress to keep the world out. They build it to create a perfect world within. A sanctuary, a haven, a 5-star paradise built on a foundation of unshakable rock. And this brings us to their superpower, the other side of their soul, the master of life's pleasures. This is where the bull, the symbol of brute strength, reveals its other nature, the connoisseur, the artist, the sensualist. Taurus is ruled by Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and pleasure. And this is not a contradiction to their earthy strength. It is the entire point of it. It begins with an impeccable, innate sense of taste and a profound appreciation for comfort. I want you to walk with me, in your mind, into the home of a highly evolved Taurus. The first thing you notice is not what you see, but what you feel. The chaotic noise of the outside world seems to it might be scented with the subtle aroma of sandalwood, or baking bread, or just the clean scent of polished wood and fresh linen. The lighting is not harsh and overhead. It is warm, low, and inviting. A pool of golden light from a beautifully shaped lamp falls on a worn leather armchair that just begs you to sink into it. You run your hand over a throw blanket draped on the sofa, and it's not some cheap, scratchy acrylic. It's heavy, soft, maybe cashmere or thick wool. It's a blanket that feels like a hug. This isn't about expensive brands or showing off wealth. It is so much deeper than that. For Taurus, these are not objects. They are tools for crafting an emotional state. That blanket isn't about its price tag. It's about the very specific, cellular level feeling of being wrapped in warmth and security. That lamp isn't just for illumination. It's to create an atmosphere where your nervous system can finally, truly unclench. A Taurus turns a house, which is just a structure of wood and plaster, into a home, a living, breathing entity that exists to comfort and restore you. This sensory intelligence extends to every part of their life. It is why Taurus has a legendary love for good food. Again, This is not mere gluttony. A Taurus doesn't just eat to get full. They eat to experience. For them, a meal is a symphony. It is the complex harmony of flavors in a slow-cooked stew that has been simmering for hours. It's the satisfying, crisp sound of a fresh baguette being torn open. It's the deep, earthy aroma of freshly ground coffee beans. It is the visual beauty of a perfectly ripe strawberry, red and glistening. They engage all of their senses. They are present for the experience. They understand that nourishing the body is an act of art and an act of love. Their connection to pleasure is also profoundly tied to a love of nature. As an earth sign, this is their cathedral. They don't need to go on some grand, adrenaline-fueled adventure. Their bliss is found in the simple, profound beauty of the physical world. The feeling of cool, damp moss under their fingertips. The sound of wind moving through a forest of tall pines. The warmth of the afternoon sun on their skin. The rhythmic crash of waves on a shore. These experiences recharge their soul. They remind them of their own elemental nature, of their connection to something solid, real, and enduring. And now we come to the most important part. The reason this isn't just high-level hedonism. The game-changing secret that ties their strength and their love of pleasure together into a single, beautiful purpose. This is not selfish. In fact, a Taurus's greatest joy is not in experiencing this beautiful world alone. It is in sharing it. The fortress is built. The sanctuary is furnished. The feast is prepared for you, for their people. Behind that stoic, sometimes intimidating exterior lies a well of deep sensitivity and a fiercely protective, almost primal love for their family and chosen loved ones. That fortress they built, it was to keep you safe. That cozy, perfect home, it was designed to be your refuge from the harshness of the world. That incredible meal they spent all day cooking, it was their way of saying, "I love you," in a language more profound than words. It was an act of nourishment, of care, of devotion. They used their strength to create a perimeter of safety. And then they fill that safe space with as much beauty, comfort, and pleasure as they can possibly manifest. They understand on a soul level that true security isn't just about being safe from harm. It's about having a place where you can be soft, vulnerable, and utterly at peace. They don't just build a fortress. They furnish it with love and luxury. Luxury not in the sense of gold taps and designer logos, but in the truest sense of the word. The luxury of deep comfort. The luxury of genuine peace. The luxury of being completely, unconditionally cared for. And ultimately, if you want to distill the entire, beautiful, complex philosophy of a Taurus down to a single moment, it would look something like this: the one moving the glacier forward. They have met their deadlines, solved the problems, and been the loyal friend on the 3 a.m. call. They have worked relentlessly. A less grounded person might be anxiously checking their phone, planning their next move, riddled with a low-grade hum of anxiety about the week to come. But not the Taurus. Instead, you find them in their favorite. A mug feels just right in their hands, heavy and warm. The aroma is rich. They take a slow, deliberate sip. They close their eyes for a moment, and a small, almost imperceptible smile touches their lips. They are not thinking about work. They are not worrying about tomorrow. They are fully, completely, and utterly present in that one simple, perfect moment. This is their genius. This is the art of enjoying life's simple pleasures. In that moment, they are teaching us the most profound lesson of all, that true wealth is not about having more. It is not about the frantic accumulation of things or achievements. It's about your capacity to deeply, profoundly appreciate what you already have. The warmth of the sun, the taste of good coffee, a moment of quiet, They teach us that the goal of all our striving should not be more striving, but more peace, more joy, more presence. So, is Taurus the best zodiac sign? Let's review the case. They possess the immense strength, the unwavering practicality, and the grounded realism to build an empire. They have the natural money management skills to keep that empire secure and growing, not out of greed, but out of a deep need to create lasting safety. They are the architects and the builders of a life that can withstand any storm. But more importantly, and this is the key to it all, they have the soul to make that empire a beautiful, loving, and joyful place to live. They are the rare, powerful combination of the tireless worker and the true connoisseur of life, the protector and the nurturer, the foundation and the art that is built upon it, the strength to build the world, and the wisdom to actually enjoy it. So if this deep dive gave you a new appreciation for the bulls in your life, show a little love and press that like button. And most importantly, make sure you subscribe and click the bell, because we are going to be decoding the entire zodiac one sign at a time. And a final thought: content that gets this real and honest sometimes strikes a nerve and can be taken down. So you might want to save this video to your personal library. You never know when you'll need this reminder of what true strength looks like.